So I fell in love with kimchi about a month ago as I tried it for the first time. And then within a couple of days, I finished it. And I gave my friends some, and they finished it. And they asked for more. And I only had this bit, so... And then I thought to myself, what else can I make out of kimchi? And then got my hands on those beauties, which are the leaves around the cauliflower. So I thought, those are leaves, cabbages are leaves, both grow kind of in the same way, so why not try to make kimchi out of those things? So the most important part of kimchi is the prep work. Kimchi is basically just putting, for me, it's basically just putting whatever leftover vegetables I have in the fridge, just letting it ferment together, and it always tastes good. So let's start by doing the kimchi paste. So I'm not gonna follow any recipe or whatever, I'm just gonna freestyle it. And we all know this popular half an onion that's always in the fridge that dries out. So first of all, we need lots of onions. So in it goes. More onions. So just a rough chop. And in they go. In they go. In they go. In they go. I would say for the amount I have, 2 onions are enough. And now we need a lot of garlic. And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot, like the whole bulb, the whole thing. I'm just gonna peel it and put it inside. So I don't believe in any life hacks of trying to peel garlic. The only life hack I do is just smash it, and there you go. Clean cut. And in there you go. And now 25 million more times. And smashing garlic, as our friend Brad Leone always says, activates the allicin inside the garlic, which gives it a more powerful taste. So clean up, clean up. Oh, I missed one. No clean up. Okay, now we clean up. So the next step is soy sauce. How much soy sauce? Just gonna eyeball it. No measurements, nothing, just I guess more. Yeah, that's good. And now we mix it. And I want this to become a watered down paste, or watered down juice. Onion juice. Onion, garlic, soy sauce juice. Delicious. Yeah, so I'll mix it and I'll be back. So in my opinion, it's a little bit too thick. So I'm gonna water it down with more soy sauce. And I mean, soy sauce never hurt anyone, right? Might have to fact check that. So I like this consistency. It's burning my eyes just stirring it. Ugh. Yeah, no shit. It's literally garlic and onions blended. Oh my god. So I'll transfer it into a bowl. We can start turning it into a paste. So I think it's a little bit more thick. No. So I will add the chili flakes, and then if it's too thick, then I will add more soy sauce. So this is chili flakes that I found in the local supermarket. Doesn't have to be gochugaru. I tried with those flakes and it turned out awesome as well. So here goes nothing. And don't be ashamed, it needs a lot of chili flakes. And more. So the traditional recipe asks for rice flour that has to be cooked down, and which is maybe it does something to the texture of the kimchi, but I don't see it making that much of a difference. So I mean, it's a paste now, and the purpose of using rice flour in the traditional recipe is just to make the chili powder or the chili liquid a paste, and now it's basically a paste. I mean, a little bit more chili never hurt anybody, right? I mean, of course it does, but not me. So I like this consistency. It's pasty but also runny a bit, so that it can easily go under all the leaves. Okay, it was a bad idea, me trying to smell it. All right, next step. So I have decided to cut them down into bite-sized pieces, so that's a lot. Those three are broccoli stems for another project, so stay tuned. And I mean, cutting them down into bite-sized pieces will speed up the whole fermentation process, so win-win, I guess. And I mean, looking at all of this would have been just thrown away. And I was like, no throwing away. This is mine. I'm gonna find something for it. And then came onto the crazy idea of just making kimchi out of it, because, I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? Like a small stomach ache won't kill me, right? Please? So I went through all the cauliflower leaves that I had, cut them into bite sizes, and now I'm gonna wash them. And then I'm gonna add salt to them and keep them in warm water and salt, or salty warm water, salt brine, as they say, so that it can become a little bit more malleable, so that it can also absorb more kimchi paste. And that's the next step. And while it's sitting in the brine, we're gonna start preparing the other ingredients that are also going into the fermentation jar. Clean up. So I washed them thoroughly, and actually a lot of dirt came out of them. And now just add salt. How much salt? No idea. Just add salt. Because it doesn't matter if it's too salty now, it's gonna be washed out anyway. And now I'm gonna add warm water and keep it to the side for, I don't know, half an hour, until we finish our other vegetables. Let's see. So I like fermented carrots, and I mean, who doesn't like spring onions? So might as well add them to the ferment. And at the end, it's just the more vegetables you add to the fermentation jar, the more flavor all the vegetables are gonna have. So you can never have enough vegetables in one fermentation jar. Just depends on how big the fermentation jar is. I'm gonna go wash the spring onions. Save the rubber band, you never know when you'll need the rubber band. So let's keep the carrots to the side and let's start working on the spring onions. So spring onions, as I used them last time, I cut them in bite sizes. We're not gonna need the green part, we can use this all in stock. So I would say this size, because last time I cut them a little bit longer and it was too big and it could not fit in a bite. So I would say this size, like 2 inches, 10 centimeters is enough, which is more than average. So yeah, and now we go through all the spring onions. So now that the spring onion is done, let's move on to the carrots. So carrots are super hard vegetables. So the best thing to do to make them ferment faster and more malleable is to cut them super fine. So we can use a mandolin to cut it super thin, but why use a mandolin when we have technology? So I'm gonna go to the mixer, go run them through the mandolin adapter, and then I'll be back. So that took like 10 seconds, and they're super thinly sliced. And yeah, so let's take a look at let's put that to the side first. Let's see what our babies are doing. So just keep agitating them all the time to just try to take as much water out of them as possible, so that our kimchi at the end doesn't be as watery. Maybe I'll keep them half an hour longer. I'll go do something else. So after almost an hour, it kind of wilted down a little bit more. I've been agitating it like every 15 minutes or so. It's a little bit more malleable. So I guess it's time to strain it out and start constructing. So I strained it out. Okay, this is not clean. This is going in the garbage, in the garbage. So, clean, everything clean. Yes. Are we gonna die from a small stomachache? No. Is it gonna be delicious? Of course. That's the most important thing, actually. So that's where all the magic is gonna happen. This is my fermentation jar. It's been disinfected, and that's to be able to read out what temperature it's on right now. So there is no order of starting the magic. So last time I did it, I transferred the cabbage in one pot and all the vegetables together, put the paste, and then started massaging it together, and then I put it here. But today I'm not feeling like dirtying one more pot, so here goes nothing. Let's just hope that it's gonna... okay, it's literally nothing went in. I'm just gonna put all the ingredients together here. Put the paste, put the cauliflower leaves and see what happens, and then try to shake the whole container so that it kind of mixes up, because yeah, cleaning up one more pot is one more chore that I don't want to do today, so yeah, no need to. Okay, so I would say it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky. Okay, so I think it's more smarter to put the paste in now and then the leaves on top. I'm cooking on the side, so hope you don't mind. I'm gonna disinfect this area afterwards so that it does not contaminate anything on the inside. For all you clean freaks. Don't leave any single bit of that paste because it is liquid gold. Okay, so now the challenge is getting all of this here, and this container is already like half full, so this is gonna be fun. Hope it works out, because I really don't want to take all of this out again. Put it in a big container to mix it again, and then put it back in. So with a little bit of love and maybe some massaging, it will work, please. Looks like lettuce from here. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so I'm going in with my hands. I swear I cleaned my hands before this, so I think it's smarter to put yeah, I'm going to glove up. So I just realized the gloves I have are undersized and they're too small and they won't fit my hand, so I swear my hands are clean, and I'm gonna wash my hands like 25 trillion times afterwards. And kimchi is a super old way of eating cabbage and fermenting and saving cabbage, so, and I don't think 3,000 years ago there was gloves, so I guess they did it that way and they did not die. I mean, they're dead now, but they're not dead. They did not die immediately from the kimchi, so I'm gonna go clean up this crime scene. I'll be right back. So after a crime scene cleanup, that's the final result. That's how it looks. It's really well mixed up, like the carrots reached here and there are some spring onions there, so it's pretty well. I cleaned it out from the outside. I disinfected the area where it closes and it looks good. The bottom spring onions did not seem to move a lot, and the liquid did not seem to reach down there, but after a couple of days it's gonna release so much, the leaves and all the vegetables inside are gonna release so much water that it's gonna reach everywhere. And then while cleaning, I also remembered that I have the second jar, the jar that I had some kimchi in. So I was like, why not mix both of them to be able to speed up the fermentation process of this jar, I can add the fermenting liquid and all of the things on the inside here so that it can kind of kickstart the fermentation. So here goes nothing. I mean, what I can do is I can put some water in here, some soy sauce, just a tiny bit of water. A tiny bit of water is not gonna hurt it, and then just mix it really well. Oh shit, oh my, I don't want to break it. Why did I expect an explosion? I literally just mixed water. Okay, so that looks good. Add it here. So I hope this goes as planned and kickstarts the fermentation process. And okay, so the seal is dirty again, so disinfect, clean surfaces, all the surfaces that touch each other that seal well have to be super clean so that no gases escape and nothing goes in. I cleaned my hands 25 times and my hands are still yellow stained from all the chili, but it smells good. Still smells raw, but smells good. And that's the final product. Every couple of days, I'm just gonna mix it with a spoon, disinfect, and keep on mixing it. And then after a week, I'll start tasting. And of course, the longer it ferments, the longer it ages, the better it tastes. So you can even age it in the fridge. Maybe it will taste even better. I mean, that's my experience because I aged it for 2 weeks and it tasted even better after 2 weeks. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video and it was not just me just putting things on top of each other and calling it a day. I still have so much more projects that I still want to test, want to get to know. I need answers. I have a lot of ideas that I still am planning to take you through, and yeah, let me know if you have any improvements that you would want me to do for the next video, and if you have any suggestions for any crazy ferments, maybe I'll add them to the list of ferments that I still want to do for the future videos. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day. Peace out.